best not to make this about you, even though they all knew the situation. What was it like, leading up to this for you, knowing last go around you have a shot at all these things that never really might happen again? So what was it like?
It's my 31st season coaching. Actually 30. The fall would have been my 30th, so I guess it's been 30 years coaching. But yeah, a lot of emotions involved in this week going in. I've just been so proud of this team and everything they've done to get to this point and put us, in the championship match and have that opportunity to play and have the perfect season of going 17-0 and being ranked number 1 in the country. Just having that opportunity was just felt so good. And so yeah, I was happy either way. I just wanted them to go out and play hard and give it that effort every single point. And I knew that we'd get the results. And that's what they did, and I'm so proud of them. It's just, it's overwhelming. To be honest, Dave, I really don't think has sunk in yet. It's just kind of like, wow, this really happened? So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Talk about the two players that were just here. I mean, Georgia, the player of the year, and Isabel, setter of the year. A lot of pressure on both of them to perform. And I thought Isabel was just amazing throughout the tournament. She was great against Austin, but her distribution today, I mean, Trinity really didn't know who was going to get the ball. They were following G around a lot, two players coming after her, but man, she did a great job just getting things going. And then G never got flustered, even though she got blocked, I think 3 times. She just kept coming and still had a great match and set the record for single season hitting percentage.
Yeah, I mean, let's start with Belle. I mean, she was just amazing leader on the court, and just running the offense and making the right set choices at the right time. She does a great job of making her hitters look good. And we knew against Trinity that was going to be a tough match, and they put up a big block. They had a lot of blocks. We set a couple tight sets at the beginning, and we adjusted and got the sets off the net a little bit more. I mean, you just can't. Belle just, ran the show, and she makes her hitters look good every time. And we debated whether keeping her in the front row or bringing her out, but felt that we needed her on the floor for that leadership. In that she tends to keep everybody in check and made it tough for Trinity and we had 70 kills, I think, and that's amazing to get 70 kills in 4 sets. So to see her running the show like that was just fun to watch. And then G, G struggled early, came on really well in the end of the game, but you're right, they were on her. They knew what she's capable of doing. They kept her in check, which was only hitting 345. And we talked about that, in our team meeting, that it was only 345, and I think we would have taken 345, from anybody in the past years. But what an incredible season that she had, and to finish the season hitting over 400, it's never been done here at Colorado College. So proud of her and everything she's accomplished, and she's worked so hard to get to where she's at. And I talked to her about it, the other day, that she's a junior, and as a freshman she didn't play much. She's was behind 2 really good middles, and she worked hard and kept a positive attitude and came back the last 2 years and just been amazing, and I expect to see her do great things next year as well.
And I got to talk about Allie Freeberg, because her hitting, especially early when we were making a lot of errors, but man, she was on fire. She was banging off the blocks. She hit one that blocked here, landed on the other side, one that ended behind the end line. She's kind of like our bellwether. If she's really good, we're really good. And I didn't see any of the the Allie that was kind of timid today?
Yeah, well, Allie saves her best games for big matches. She's done that the last 4 years when you look back at some of the playoff games and conference championships and NCAA tournament. She just rises to those games that mean a lot. And last week, she only got set 8 times. So I think she was really hungry this year. This week, she wanted the ball, and she made the most of it, hitting 400 something, 424 or something. She got after it, and they couldn't handle her. And she's just does that all the time, and is so happy to see her have a great match at the end of the season, end her career with that type of game is just fabulous.
And then just as a team to beat Trinity in the final, we swept them this year, which is so hard to do. All three. I think we did it one other time since 2011. Okay. But just, to go out on top, to beat Trinity, to get there, that's got to be a special thing because they are so good, and Julie does such a great job with their program that, adds just that extra little bit to it.
For sure. We have all the respect in the world for Trinity and the program that Julie runs there. They've been the marquee team and the SCAC for the last 30 years, and to come out here and sweep them a month or 2 months ago, we knew coming back that they were going to bring their A game and they were going to get everything. They weren't going to quit, and it was going to be a battle. So we prepared ourselves for that, and so proud of our kids after we dropped set 1 that I said, we're okay. Let's refocus, reset, and go out there and just make good plays. We made a lot of our own unforced errors. I think trying to press and just trying to do too much. And so I encouraged them to just make good plays, make good things happen. They did that. They settled down a little bit, kind of took control of that set, and just rode it through the next 2 sets to get the victory.
So 3 championships in 4 years, all 3 with wins, or 2 out of the 3 with wins over Trinity, beat Southwestern in 5 once. You can't get it much better than that. So you feel good about, where you're leaving the program and as you turn the reins over to somebody else. And I know you said we've got a good class coming in, so we shouldn't miss a beat.
Yeah, it feels good to leave the program in a good position, and I think next year they're going to do some really amazing things. We've got a young class, a big class coming in, and they'll be a little bit younger because of that big class, but you have some great seniors to be next year that are going to be some great leaders. I expect them to take that young class and bring them on the court, develop them, and they're going to do some really good things. And I expect the program to have a lot of success in the next few years.
Yeah, with somebody like G coming back, Isabel coming back, we've got players coming back.
Yeah, G and Isabel are going to be 2 great leaders next year, and I think they're going to have a lot of fun. And they're going to be an exciting team, and it's going to be really cool. Yeah, it feels great to finish the season and end my coaching career at Colorado College and go out on top. But I plan to not be a stranger and be around and follow the Tigers every year from here on out, and they're going to do some really cool stuff, and it's going to be exciting to watch them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're able to do down the road.